go here?
Yeah, we can just do it right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're here in Charlotte County. We were able to talk to some business owners as well as some residents. There was a lot of surge in this part of the state. You know, you heard a lot about areas that had a lot of surge for Helene, and then they didn't get the surge this time. Places like Pinellas County, Manatee. Now they got, you had more. Stored and without or declining, and we had 50,000 linemen prior to the storm ready to go, and they're hard at work. I was driving down here. I saw different places where they were being staged. I saw the linemen at work, and I know people really appreciate when they see that there's a lot going on to that. We're also working to assure that we have continuity in fuel. Port of Tampa is now, fuel is flowing again there. Manatee, we're working with one of the companies there to make sure that we get that up and running as best as possible, and I know Kevin and his team are doing that. Most of what you're seeing, I saw them, I think it may have been in Venice, massive long line into a gas station. The gas stations, the fuel's available. It's a lot of the power. When they have power, they're due. Now people say, doesn't Florida require these gas stations to have a generator? Technically, yes, but there's ways they can get around that. And I think some of them, a lot of them just don't have generators. We are willing to provide some generators, but we also understand a lot of this power is probably going to be back on relatively short order. We're hearing good things about what needs to be done. If you have to rebuild the whole infrastructure, it takes longer. Most of what we're looking for is reconnecting the existing. So fuel is something that's very, very significant. And then debris. Kevin's working with the feds on debris. We want to do this in a way so local governments can get their debris, get their contractors working, and get the debris done as soon as possible. That has not usually been the case, and part of it is the way these FEMA reimbursements work. We had to bring in people in some of the areas that got hit really hard with Helene. You had all this debris there, and then we had another storm coming. So we ended up marshaling our Department of Transportation and other agency resources and moving like 50,000 cubic yards of debris in like 72 hours. It was an amazing thing, and that's made a big difference. But the Helene left a lot of debris, and then Milton has created additional debris from that. Okay, Kevin Guthrie will also provide some update.
Yeah, thank you, Governor. On the fuel front, I know the fuel is something the Governor just talked about. I've got some updated numbers since our last media availability. About 20 stations have had about 140,000 gallons of state fuel dumped into their stations to keep the fuel flowing. The Governor was committed to doing that. We have done that. That's a part of the 1 million plus gallons that we have available. We've also put on 19 gas stations, we have put generators on those gas stations where we have the ability to connect to that generator or that station and provide that resource. So again, as the Governor said, we're going to be available to do that. If a station has the ability to take a generator, reach out to us, let us know. That's done through the Florida Petroleum Marketers Association, where we also monitor where the fuel or what the fuel status is at each station. We continue to work with FEMA, as the Governor said, trying to get something centered around the debris issue. We're trying to figure out how we bring more people in to the state of Florida so we can incentivize them to come here. Again, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for some dump truck driver or hauler to come all the way from California or the Midwest if they are going to be working for a fixed rate of pay. It costs money to move their business across the state of Florida, but we're certainly going to work on that with FEMA, and we got some ideas of how we can get that done. But hopefully we'll be able to make an announcement maybe as soon as tomorrow on what their plan is and how they're going to help us get that reimbursed. So again, they're committed to it. We've said that before. Housing is another one. People are going to ask, how can I get a travel trailer? What can I do about that? We have submitted the expedited disaster declaration request where we have asked for transitional sheltering assistance, which is also referred to as TSA through the FEMA side of the house. So we're looking forward to the president giving us that declaration and then turning those programs on just as fast as we possibly can. If you have been impacted, you're going to need a travel trailer, you're going to need something like that. Make sure you go to 1-833-GET-HOPE, call 1-833-GET-HOPE, or go to the Hope Florida website so that you can go ahead and start registering now to receive a travel trailer or receive some type of other assistance. Governor, thank you for your leadership. I appreciate you.
Okay, any questions? Okay, so we're continue to do that. We are now, how many pods, General?
30 active right now.
Okay, so points of distribution, there are 30 pods active, and how many more online you think coming soon?
We have capacity for up to 100.
Yeah, so probably aren't going to have a demand for that many, but in areas where, the power's still coming on or not on yet, that'll give some food, some water. We've surged that to Charlotte County, Sarasota, some other areas in particular. So those pods are active. Some more may be coming online. We'll probably be out highlighting some of the pods tomorrow as we get going on this. And then we're continuing just to work with everybody to restore services because we know that it's important. But everything I've heard from the utilities, because they have so many people, we had the 50,000 linemen, the power restoration, given that you had 4 million plus out, is going to be more rapid than I think any similar outage in the history of these hurricanes. So I know it's difficult if you're even without power for a day. It's not easy. People want to get back connected, but people are working very hard on this, working around the clock, and I think you're going to see a lot of progress soon. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you guys, everybody. We're back.
Back down here.